Hello, Julie here and welcome to my channel Plans in the Making. Today I'm going to show you my process for making my November currently page. In an earlier video I showed you my October page and explained how I always create a task page alongside that matches so that I can refer to it throughout the month. My starting point is always the month itself. I try to think of events or images that are related to that month so that I can pick a theme. So obviously for October you can see I went with the autumnal fall theme of the falling leaves and used this pretty image of the squad girl. For November I thought of fireworks night. Once I decided on that for a theme, I tried to think of something that I could use on the task page as a rather large image that I would be able to write my goals and tasks for the month in. I came up with the idea of rockets because of their shape. They're basically a box shape and I can fill them in with writing. Then I thought about what stickers I might want to link with that, and I have the Disney Oasis stickers here, which I haven't even used. I was excited to be able to get hold of these because they're not actually available here in England, but I was very lucky because when Joanne started shipping to England, they didn't realise initially that they weren't supposed to be sending them, and I purchased them and they arrived. So I was really pleased to get hold of them because now they have stopped shipping all the Disney items to England, so it's very difficult to get hold of anything. So my next thought was to do a scene using the houses that are in this book and to have Mickey and Minnie looking at a firework display. I had a look online and I saw showers of starry fireworks, and that gave me the idea of using stars instead of boxes for the currently prompts. Next I went to my computer to create the images that I needed. Very straightforward, just using Word. So just using the shape tool to create a rectangle and a triangle to make a rocket shape, and the star tool to make some stars. Also printed out some words just in case I might need those as well. I printed them out on label paper. This is just one A4 sheet of label paper, so I will have to cut them out. Because I knew that I'd need a lot of space to create this page, I decided that the currently page in my current planner, which is the Archetypes planner, wouldn't really be suitable because it's got quite a lot of space already taken up with the date and the month. So I decided instead that I would use blank pages. I have this Stay Wild guided journal that has just lovely dotted plain paper in, so that's perfect for the task. So let's make some space and we can get started. I've cut out all the stars. As I was doing so, I was reminded of when I was teaching and how the children would find it so tricky to use the scissors, and you would always have to tell them to cut from the edge. I've got the rockets too. I haven't cut those out because I'm going to work on that page another time. So I'm just going to see how the stars look on the page. I wasn't sure whether I'm going to have 5 or 6 prompts. I think 5 stars looks best because it leaves room at the bottom to do the scene with Mickey and Minnie, and I'd also like to draw some fireworks in the gaps as well. One of the things I'm a little unsure about is whether I should be using the white page or whether I should be making this a blackout spread, as it is meant to be a scene of fireworks night, which traditionally happens at night. I think the stars would look really good on the black. I'm just not so sure about the Mickey and Minnie stickers. So I'm just going to have a little play around to help me make my decision. So I've got my black paper, and what I've done is I've put some of the Mickey and Minnie stickers on this wax paper just so I can see how it will look. Just add in some of the stars. And I do think that page will pop a lot more being on the black and make a lot more sense with it being fireworks night. As a scrapbooker, I have plenty of black card, so I'm going to cut it to the right size and punch the hole so that the page is ready. viscose paper trimmer, which is really useful. So I have my piece of card now. I just need to punch the holes. I have the Craftolea hole punch, not the Happy Planner one. It's been perfectly fine for me, although I will say I haven't exceeded the maximum 3 sheets or used it with laminating pouches. So as the holes need to be on this side, I'm just going to pop it in. There's a guide that you just line it up with. Make sure that the page is fully in. And there the holes are done. I'm going to look through the Disney Oasis sticker book now to see if I can find some more houses to complete the scene at the bottom. Unfortunately, most of the images have Mickey and Minnie on them and I already have them in the scene, so I don't want them again. So I'm looking for ones where I can cut them off, like this one possibly, or I could cut here and just leave that part. That's a good one. I think I'll use that one. Some of the stickers are clear, so I don't really want those. This long one would be good, because I can just cut these houses off the end. So I'm going to do that. I've put the stickers together to create a little scene. I don't know if you saw, but one of the paper stickers ripped as I took it out of the book. I'm not quite sure why this is happening so much recently. Some people think that the paper quality has declined. Let me know what you think. Do you think the stickers tear more easily these days, or was I just not being careful enough? So that's the scene that's going to go at the bottom of the page. I don't really like the black being at the bottom of the page, but I need to have Mickey in. So I think I'm just going to stick something under there for some ground, just to cover that up. I've just got a piece of beige paper from my supply stash. I'm just going to tear it. And then I can use that at the bottom of the page. Just check that it's not too high. I think that looks good. So I'm going to add this to the bottom here. To save me having to re-punch the hole, I'm going to make sure that I don't cover the hole up. If you have the crocodile punch, you would be able to go in and just punch that single hole. Just getting this straight. And I don't have that tool. So I've just made sure I've left it uncovered. I'll trim off the excess now. And that's done. Next I need to stick the stickers on, being really careful when I peel them off the wax paper not to rip them, as I am finding that they do rip a little bit more easily these days. So I'm going to start with Mickey in this corner and make sure to get it straight. Then Minnie. And I like that they're both looking over as though they're looking up at the fireworks. This is a sticker I ripped a little bit of as I pulled it up. I don't think it will show when I put it down on the page. Maybe a little bit. And then finally this sticker here. Perfect, I really like that. So now I need to add the stars, so I just need to decide exactly where they're going to go. You might notice I did find a little bit of rip sticker and I've covered up that little corner there because I am a little bit of a perfectionist, that I'm trying hard not to be. Just check that I've left enough room for the title. If that is where I'm going to have it, I might have November currently underneath. So they just need to come down a tiny bit. So let's get sticking. Just looking at it, it looks a little bit plain at the top with the title there, so I thought about adding some washi. So I had a little look and I found this that had some of the colours matching at the bottom. So what I thought I would do is add a stripe at the top and then put the words on. Checking that straight and cutting it off. I just think it looks a lot better like that, and it's something really small and simple that can make a difference. It's almost finished now, but I did have the idea that I wanted to draw the fireworks onto the spread, which is a little bit risky for me because I'm not very confident with my drawing abilities, and also now I've got the added complication of the fact that we're on black paper, so I need to find some pens that show up. I found that I had a couple of these metallic markers. You can see I've got them all over my fingers, and I've been having a little practice with those, trying to draw some firework shapes. I'm going to do it off camera because I need to have my head close to the page. Well, it's actually turned out a lot better than I was expecting. The issue I did have was that the paper I used was textured and the pink metallic marker did struggle to show up really clearly on that, although the white jelly roll pen worked particularly well. So overall, I think I've achieved the effect that I wanted to achieve, which is Mickey and Minnie looking at a firework display, and I've ended up with a really beautiful currently page. Just got to finish by writing in the prompts in the stars. I'm going to use a Muji .38 pen to do the writing, and these are the prompts I'm going to use. So I like to have what's in the news. So I'm just going to write in the news. I'm going to have feeling. I think I'll go here. Feeling. I'm going to have buying. And I'm going to have watching. And trying. Haven't had that one before. See what I'm trying to achieve in November. That's my Currently page. I'm really pleased with how it's turned out. Hopefully I'll show you the tasks page in another video. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. I'd be really interested to hear how you use your Currently page. See you next time.